Hey there everybody, I'm Brian and welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe we are going to be doing a vegan recipe, but don't worry, your friends don't need to know that. The recipe that we're doing today is called what? What is it called? Life Affirming Nacho Dip. Warm Nacho Dip? Life Affirming Warm Nacho Dip. I don't know what that means. I wanted to make this recipe for a person that I met on Instagram called Alternative French Girl. And she was telling me that her partner is really needing to put on a little bit of weight, but they are also vegan, and they are brand new to owning a Vitamix machine, and I really wanted to show them some great ways to use this machine. The first thing that we're going to start off with is a cup of cashews. Now this cup of cashews has been soaking in water overnight, so we're just going to drain the water out and we're going to pour it into our Vitamix container. So let's put these in the container. Next on the list is calling for a cup of carrots. So we're just gonna peel these carrots first. Real easy. Cut off the ends. And what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna cut these in half so that they lay flat. Like so. Get them all together like this. Now, as you can see, I'm not measuring the amount of carrot. I just know it's about a cup, and that looks like it's about a cup to me. The carrots are really more to give it a nacho cheese look and not necessarily a nacho cheese flavor, obviously. So what we're supposed to do here is we're going to put all of our carrots, I won't put that one in there, it's on the floor. Put all of our carrots in a little small saucepan like this, cover them with water and boil them for about 5 minutes. Get it on our burner over here. Put it up on high and wait for those to boil. Now, the next things that need to go in here while my carrots are boiling, I'm going to put in a little bit of nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast is used to give it that nice cheesy flavor that we all know and love. So, 2 tablespoons of that. We're just putting them in the blender, right? Next on the list is 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So, it asks for fresh lemon juice, but what do I look like, a grocery store? I don't have fresh lemons around here. Got lemon juice though. Next up we got some garlic, so it asks for 1 large clove of garlic. I didn't have any fresh garlic either, but I do have the minced garlic. And again, I'm not really measuring a whole lot. I just know that, that looks like about if it's a little extra garlicky, who cares? I love garlic. Next we're going to add in a little bit of onion powder, about half a teaspoon, or is it 1 teaspoon? We're going to do half a teaspoon. Onion powder is pretty strong, you don't want to use too much. There's half a teaspoon right there. We're going to use 1 teaspoon, it calls for 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt, but I'm going to cut down the salt a little bit and just use 1 teaspoon, just like so. And it calls for 3/4 of a teaspoon of chili powder. So I'm just going to dump a little bit of that out, like so. That's chili powder. And then it asks for about a pinch of cayenne pepper. So I don't want to make it too hot, so I'm just throwing in a little bit of a pinch or 2. So it's been about 5 minutes. My carrots should be done by now. So let's grab these and we're just going to drain them and throw them into the blender. They're nice and tender. Alright, now we're not just going to start blending right away, we got to add in a little bit of water. So I've got about 2/3 of a cup of water here. Throw that in like that. You got to remember that even though you've soaked the nuts, they're very, very dense, and you do need extra liquid in order to make a nice smooth paste. So all we're doing right now is just putting on the lid and grinding this into as smooth of a paste as possible. And this is one of the reasons that you need a Vitamix machine. It is over 2 horsepower and blends with so much force that it pulverizes food into oblivion, whereas a regular blender like a NutriBullet or Magic Bullet or any of those other things, it's just going to end up burning out the engine. But this has got lots of power for it. I guess it's a good thing that Alternative French Girl just got herself a Vitamix, because then you'll be able to actually do this recipe. Now, this stick here that comes with the machine is called a tamper stick, and it's used specifically to plunge all the ingredients into the blade. I'm going to see if I can get away with doing it, making this without plunging. Well, let's have a look and see. So we're going to start off on low speed, turn it on, and then we're going to increase to high speed, and then see where we have to go from there. I think we're good. So, as you can see, very nice, smooth paste. You don't see any chunks, you don't see any lumps. In fact, what I'm going to do just to kind of show you here is just getting my spatula here, and you can see absolutely no lumps, and it kind of resembles that cheese sauce kind of flavor or look to it. So, before we get the other part of the marinara done, we're going to pour this into a separate bowl while we prepare all the other ingredients. So that whole first step was just making the actual cheese sauce. This next step is going to be making the actual dip part of it. So the dip requires a sweet onion. Now it says to use 1 cup. I'm just using 1 onion. I don't feel like measuring. Let's get this all peeled. And of course, if your onion or your knife is not sharp enough, you'll start to cry like me. Promised myself I wasn't going to cry. Now we're going to take our 1 cup of onion and we're just going to throw it into the cheese sauce here. Now we also got to take about 3 handfuls of spinach and just chop them up. Is it a rough chop?
Yeah.
2. Yeah, sure, that's good. Just chop it up. Just gonna grab a nice handful of it and it's just a rough chop, that's all they needed. Actually, maybe I'll just, there you go, just for good measure, I guess. And then we need 1 cup of marinara sauce. Okay. 1 cup of chunky marinara. There we go. Mixing up a dip. Mixing up a dip. Mixing up a dip. Like Creed. Remember Creed? Who doesn't? Okay. I should have mentioned this at the start, but don't forget to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we transfer this mixture into the bowl here. Put that in like so. Get all that gooey, wonderful, pretend cheesiness. So once you've got this all inside your container down here, then you just smooth it out, spread it out so it's nice and even. Just like that. Throw that in the sink. Now we're going to crush a bunch of Tostitos on top of it. It says to do 1/3 of a cup of Tostitos. I don't feel like measuring that much, so I'm just gonna crush a bunch and then maybe I'll alright, I guess we need a little more. Yes! We're done. Now, we put it into a nice hot oven. And then we wait. Okay, so we're almost ready. We just gotta cut up the garnish. Right here I had some leftover green onion, so I'm gonna throw that in there, make it all fancy like. So. Yeah, it should be good enough. They're kind of dry and mealy now, so I'm just going to use whatever's good at the moment. And let's go check on our dish in the oven. Oh, yes. That was sitting in the oven for about 25 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So, looks amazing. Pretty excited to eat it. Alright, so there you have it. This is the life-affirming warm nacho dip. And man, it looks wonderful. So what do you say we give it a whirl? A good old college try. Get some chips here. I love these chips. They're like scoops, like spoons. Man, it's good. That is absolutely amazing. I know you are going to love it. I love it a ton, and I'm not even a vegan. And this stuff is absolutely incredible. Thanks again for stopping by my channel. If you learned something new here today, that's great. Leave a comment down below. Maybe even leave me a recipe that I can do another video with. That'd be awesome. If you're new here and you liked what you saw, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. I'm Brian, and thanks for coming to my kitchen. You guys have a great day.